May I now request Sri Srinivasan to kindly felicitate the president of today's function, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh. I request Sir Dr. Ranjan to kindly felicitate the guest of honor of today's function, Pabung Brajakumar. And also to Kiranji, the guest of honor, chairman of the Lila Foundation, who is the sponsor of today's event. And also to Srinivasan, our special invitee. And finally to Srimati Devala Devi, who is the spouse of our Honorable Minister. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
On the dais, Sri La Ganeshan, Honorable Governor of Manipur, as the chief guest of this function. Again, I thank President of this function, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister, Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs. Again, guest of honor of this function, Brajakumar Sharma, President of the Sahit Madhumangol Sharma Foundation, and Chairman of the Lila Foundation, Kiran Kumar, Government of India, and again guests of honor, and all the students coming from different parts of Manipur, respected teachers, principals, and all the invitees. My dear daughter, Diana Rajkumari, in remembrance of her, we just wanted to do something. So, with the help of the sponsorship of the Kiran Kumar, Chairman of the Lila Foundation, and Srinivasan, we have decided to do something. So we requested to the Directorate of Education for the selections of the students from 18 schools of the different parts of the Imphal Valley on the basis of the girls, especially 5 students, girl student, they are financially not sound, as well as the orphanage or single parent, or the students when they used to go schools, if it is a bit different. On that basis, we are selected 5 students, and we are giving cycles for those students. And again, some sports items like the volleyball or basketball or skipping, rope, etc. We are distributing, as well as the projector for the schools, and some school bag and the tiffin box, etc. Some simple items. These are the sponsors by those Lila Foundation. And so I am especially thankful to this foundation for doing something in the name of my daughter. And Avesana is the nickname for my daughter, Taina Rajkumari, who went ahead of us in her heavenly abode in the last 30 June 2019 due to the ill health, some brain tumor, and she was a research scholar. She pursued her PhD in the orchids dendrobium of the Northeast India. And her work was in her computer. And so we decided to do, with the help of some scholars of this one university, and we published one book in her name in the first anniversary of after her died, 3rd October. We released one book with help of those scientists, and according to the one professor of the Manipur University, Dr. Jiten, he told us in his speech on that particular occasion, that notebook, some research findings, DNA in the dendrobium of the dead orchid. It is recognized in the botanical survey of American Botanical Society or something, I do not remember exactly. So he just appreciated that particular publications, that book. And again, in her name, we just did some medical camp, then her memorial lecture by Dr. R.K. Kishore regarding the importance of the orchids. And again, last time, recently, in the 3rd October of the 2022, we are just a felicitation program on those heroes of the unsung heroes of the Anglo-Manipur War who are deported in the Andaman Nicobar, Kalapahar, Kalapani, like that. We just facilitated, and this is another program we are and we can do today with the help of this Leela Foundations and with our sons and with our friends, I should say. Homen Thangjam and another Laisom Santos and Shashi Laitunjam. So I thank everybody also organizing as well as participating. And my little girls, all of you, I appreciate for your coming here and completing this function, as well as be a good girl, as well as in the school, in your careers also, in the society, be industrious. So I don't have much to say. I owe everybody here to present here, as well as the sponsoring and honorable chief guest of the today's function, Honorable Governor. In our simple function, you have kindly accepted to be the chief guest of this function. For this, I owe a debt of gratitude. So I thank everybody here. Thank you very much.
To move on, may I please invite the headmasters and the principals of the 18th school, to begin with Andro High School. Please come up on the stage. And The chief guest of today's function, His Excellency, shall be presenting you smart projector. Adum tuna kahit ko sulung na. Aduga sigi accessories hai batare. Sigi the smart projector comes along with the stand also. And after at the end of the program, once the dignitaries have departed, we shall be presenting you the accessory. Please come up.
Something like top rail. Thank you.
See, there is a saying, when you clap, you have to clap very loud. Clap louder. School number what we brought?
Honorable Governor of Manipur, Sri Ilaganeshan Avargale. Heartwarm welcome in my Tamil. I would like to welcome him. Vanakkam, sir. So, respected Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, sir. Vanakkam. Respected Professor, sir. Vanakkam. And my friend Kiran Kumar, Leela Foundation, and my other friends Kiran Kumar, Prasad and Ranga, who have been backbone for this function. I thank them. So today we have gathered for this Apsana's Foundation remembrance of Dr. Diana's Rajkumari. She was been. I heard a lot about from Honorable Minister, sir, regarding her activities. Or how empowerment in terms of education, in terms of woman child development and empowerment. So all this remembrance, when he shared with me a lot of her vision, what she wants to promote when she was doing a scholarship, when she was doing PhD. So I used to give a lot of inputs that you used to share between the daughter and father. So always there was only one word, mantra she used to say that woman empowerment is much important and much required for Northeast. So that was always her wish. and that made us today to lead something, at least a small road cause. Why don't we empower these kind of small initiatives for the my dear future students or your future leaders who are sitting inside the auditorium? That was the only reason we are here to do. So I would like to see this small initiative we have taken from here, and when this approach has been idea has been brought up, then I approached my friend Kiran that we have to start doing something, and Prasad. Then immediately they said yes, we have to do, and this is most required as need of the hour. So I thank for them also giving this opportunity, and I would like to see the 90 Diana Rajkumaris go out of this auditorium, sir, and they also become a greatest PhD like your daughter. And your daughter is not there here in this function, but you can see the 90 Rajkumaris are sitting in front of you. That is what I can see today. Much time I will not take. Thanks and all the best for your future. Thank you, Governor sir.
Masters of all the schools, please come up. Yeah. Adum lay biro cycle leplaga. See happy well over mathang. Sigi sports item si ay nga sa Hyderabad dumay na sigi si hotel lawyer pada hujiki adugumba polythene bag to amam lobio. Ha. Next however, matang the Eastern Ideal. Dati ibi. Mangun sa bio ba? Mangun sa bio. Matang atong dingsan biro sa ako. Principal kay headmaster kay loy na mag-ready dal lay biro dum kakapiro dum ay naka-counter sa matang atong dingsan biro. Atong kakapiro headmaster kay principal sing. Kamong Public High School changbiro. Matang dala po patira changbiro. Matang namodu. Atong matang ning changbiro. Untuk kongso atong kakat piro matang da korompat matang da kukrambam atong kakat da biro lengken biro udagi artist na to bi sagol mang hire loy na makakan da biro matang sang biro kumda biro sa haibudi akoi ahni bungo si yang kui na banda bazu ya de sigi program ji da thuna sat ka da ba sagol ma matung da tiji dum lengkat biro matang da thanga dum jangbiro matang da uru makai gidi lobi gere yari poklak ramale aduna ko na bizarre.
And my dear students, teachers and principals of various schools who are present here, I warm-heartedly welcome you. Today we are gathered here for a good occasion. Actually, I don't know too much to speak and all. So, my dear students, I wish everyone who are present here to be empowered. That's it. For this, our Leela Foundation will always support you. Okay, all the best. Thank you.
Back, there is a tiffin carrier and a one water bottle. Sige si school na mo ang atop pa sindang yan thokpio school yaw photo thagi la tiang ngai jani. ꯄꯨꯟꯕꯗꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯄꯨꯟꯖꯕ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯄꯦꯀꯦꯖ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯦꯛꯁꯤꯟꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤꯌꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕꯗ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ Please give a round of applause for our volunteers.
Recognition, Honorable Governor of Manipur, CPS of this function, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union State Minister, External Affairs and Education, Government of India, Shri Kiran Kumar Singh, Chairman of Birla Foundation, India, Shri Srivasan Narayan Swami, co-founder Petromis and CEO Petromars and CR Investments and Awareness Foundations of India, Srimati Chingtham Ebola Devi, Director Evansna Research Foundation Impal, and others, distinguished guests, teachers, students, and pressmen and other things. Today they are taking the advantage of this august body. I wish to express some asset of this state of Manipur people here. The Manipur people, whether they are residing in the hill or in the valley, are very intelligent here. At the same time, they are any training is important to them, whether it is female or male, the response is equally here. So this is the exception character available only in this state, in Manipur here. But if we study together at this time there, we find that here our people are more inclined towards the negative side here. At the same time, they are very intelligent. At the same time, they are negative negative inclination. That is why there is selfishness created from that here. Whatever something is given, whatever something is assigned to them or responsibility there, that particular person try to amass that wealth for even for himself or herself here, without considering other people here. So this is the problem of this particular state here. And if we study this particular dish, it has been roasted long times back here, more than 280 years back here. So it is very difficult to remove this particular tendency. At the moment here, it will take time, I think so. It will continuously for many times, otherwise area, that particular transformation is not possible here. At the same time here, that particular should be done slowly, from transformation from negative to positive one here. This is a long process. At the same time, that when we are mature, that means above 18 years, it is not possible to rectify that particular rectification here. So this particular rectification should be done here in the early stage, in the school stage, starting from the age of 6 and ending up to the age of 18 years. Within the span of 12 years here, we have to put up suitable school syllabus, moral syllabus, with the help of the parents and the government and the teacher here. Otherwise, that transformation cannot be completed here. And when it is completed here, then there will be peace and tranquility and development in all respect. At the same time, I think that will lead the world also that here in all respect. So today, my appeal is that here the August body will discuss about this, my few suggestions, and so that here there will be peace and tranquility and prosperity at that time here. There will be peace in all respect in this particular state. Thank you all.
His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Manipur, Sri La Ganeshan, to kindly share a few words.
Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education, Sri Aribam Rajakumar Sharma Ji, President Sahid Madhumangal Foundation, Sri Kiran Kumar Ji, Chairman, the Leela Foundation, Sri Srinivasan Narayana Swami Ji, co-founder, Petromani and CEO, Panthomas CSR Investment and Awareness Foundation, India, Srimati Chungam Devila Devi Ji, Director, Abesana Research Foundation, all the participants, all my dear young students, friends from media, my dear sisters and brothers. While conveying to you all today my thanks and gratitude for having invited me to such a ceremony, I feel humbled and honored because Abesana Research Foundation Impal organized a one-day philanthropic event such as distribution of educational and sports items and bicycles to 18 schools and 90 students of different schools in Impal Valley. Giving is something that gives pleasure to us. Not only that, making arrangement in public that enthuse others to also to follow suit. When I came to know the life of Diana Rajkumari, popularly known as Abesana, I was deeply shocked at the untimely demise of an emerging young scientist of the country in the field of rare, endangered and threatened orchids of Northeast India. Kumari Diana Rajkumari, lovingly known by one and all as Abesana, in whose memory these philanthropic activities have been organized by the Research Foundation, which are indeed an inspiration to the youth of the present generation. Although, unfortunately, she passed away while pursuing her PhD at the Mizoram University. She made significant scientific contributions in the field of horticulture to save endangered orchids. In recognition of her invaluable contribution, she was awarded Young Scientist Award. It is indeed a matter of great satisfaction to note that Abesana Research Foundation has been rendering human services in the field of education in memory of Diana Rajkumari. For the departed soul, which I have heard from elders and read in some books, the Atma, the departed soul's Atma, it is now watching this function. and that Atma will be very happy. So whatever the service that she was doing, now it is being continued. That itself will be a very happy thing. And this is a fitting memory for her, doing service to her. So, the Diana Rajkumari, her Atma will be very happy on this particular day. My blessings will always be with the foundation for accomplishment of various philanthropic activities in different fields for the welfare of the young students. Therefore, today, let us all together pay homage to Diana Rajkumari. I am fully confident that the Abesana Research Foundation will be continuing accomplishment of various philanthropic activities in different parts of the state to disseminate a message of having quality education in life. And my dear students who have received different items from the Abesana Research Foundation today must endeavor to follow the footprint of Diana Rajkumari, and I, on my own behalf, pray the Almighty for a long life to accomplish the task and achieve your goals and fulfill the hope of your life. I once again pay my rich tribute to Diana Rajkumari and also wish Abesana Research Foundation all success in his future endeavor to spread the message of Diana Rajkumari all over the state. Tagacheri, Jai Hind.
Mayam punamak aina kokno na khurumjari. Namaskar. His Excellency Governor of Manipur, Shri La Ganesan ji, I will welcome you in Tamil. Bhakakam. Balakam. Banakam. Yeah, Banakam. Yeah. And Shri Aribam Brajakumar Sharma, Senior Citizen and President Shahid Madhumangol Foundation Impal, Shri Kiran Kumar ji, Chairman Lila Foundation India, Shri Srinivasan Narayan Swami ji, co-founder, and others, the activities with him, and Srimati Chungkham Devla Devi, all the headmasters and principals of the 18th school, and 90 students from the schools selected from the Imphal Valley, media persons, guardians, आप लोग सब लोग को मैंने नमस्कार किया. Actually, I was a father of late Diana Rajkumari, and we tried to save her at our level best, but God didn't permit me. But that kind of the pain with us is still cannot be recovered. However, I was so fortunate when I was sitting in my residence Delhi. Lila Foundations, particularly Narayan Swamiji and Kiranji and his group from Manipur, they came to my residence and discussed many things about the development of the Northeast India. Then in the meantime, they asked me about my kids and others, so I just expressed. They said that let us do something on her name, and they are ready to support whatever we need. That's why today's function is possible here under the honorable the governor's blessing. We are able to perform this function. So, Lal Ganesha ji, I thank you very much, and also I respect a lot for your support on these simple occasions. Perhaps new education policy or national education policy was already implemented 2020 policy, and that the government of India, particularly the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, expect that from this policy, the youths and growing young citizens of India will come out with an employability of the 21st century. So with these visions, the new education, the national education policy was implemented. And also we are hoping, perhaps all of us well aware that 75 years of Indian independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav we celebrate. And through that, we recall those heroes who are listed in the history and unlisted in the history that we call it unsung heroes. We are here as a nation because of their sacrifice for the freedom movement, for the country, for the nations. So we have to recall during this 75. Then we are observing after 75 of year Indian independence, what are our achievements? Perhaps in our the school days, we always suffer with the famines, and we are not able to produce enough food to feed our growing population throughout the country. But after the independence, our agricultural scientists, our atomic energy, our industrial revolution, many kind and the research are progressing far, far greater than the earlier during the British regime. So here also our Prime Minister very frequently remind to us that what India was in ancient time, before 3,000, 5,000 years ago, India was the only platform for higher education and knowledge system. And all over the globe, they visit to India for gaining their knowledge, to have our philosophy, to have our grammar, our astronomy, and even yoga and others. So how India becomes degraded so badly, that was the analysis, and that was the foundation for formulating this new education policy under the able leadership of the Kasturi Rangan. We were destroyed by two great invasions. One is the Islamic invasion. Islamic invasion destroyed our temples and monuments and historical, the places were spoiled. But British spoiled whole our generations. They educate us to use as their servant. And that's why we are not able to awakening our mind, thinking and innovative ideas were all fumbling under the British regime. So Prime Minister always says that let us avoid all those colonial mindset and rethink and recalling the past history of India, and let us revibrate our education system, knowledge system. So during these 75 years, a lot of research projects, lot of publications, many universities, many colleges were come up, and thousands of students are growing up. So with this idea, again, 25 years we are running now, that is called Amrit Kal. In this Amrit Kal means 2047, the 100 years of Indian independence. Our vision is that we should be the Brishya Guru, knowledge nations, and we should control all the knowledge systems of the world. So this is not just a joke, or this is not just we so easily say. We have the background that I mentioned, that 3,000, 5,000 years our education system was the best, and we are giving the most the system of knowledge throughout the globe. So we have to revibrate and regain it. Under this idea, our Manipur government, under the leadership of Mr. Biren, he tried to improve our school, and he tried to strengthen our teaching professions by giving different varieties of teachers trainings and others. So now, after COVID and during COVID, India's progress, all of you well aware that during 9 months, India able to produce 2 vaccines COVID vaccines. Not only used by us, we are also given free of cost to the neighboring and friendly countries. And that's why India's responsibility is very high to maintain the world order. So under this, during the COVID, we cannot have the closeness or the traditional system of classroom we cannot conduct, but we cannot stop the process of education. That's why we try to have that what you call digital format and the visual interpretations and all satellite channels we use. In this context also, perhaps all of you might have heard that there were only 12 channels in the DTIs for school education, and one for University Grants Commission countrywide classroom was telecast. And Indira Gandhi National Open University, they also telecast many the digital format the classes. But now under Honorable Prime Minister, there was only 12 channels. Now he added another thousands. That means 1,200 channels are on the air. And every channel is dedicated for different level of the classes. In that process, what I feel is that what our Lila Foundation and Abhyasana Foundation, Research Foundation thought that though the Manipur government is providing the different kind of equipment, we also support to the government selecting some of the schools to provide this kind of digital linking, and also the virtual lab, that kind of concept can be developed. So we are making all these things. And then I would also like to appeal and humbly request to all the school authorities and heads of the departments and headmasters and principal. In my school days, we are all compulsory without any forcing. Every Sunday, we clean our school, we clean our toilets, and everything was done voluntarily. And that's why Prime Minister started a mission, Swasthya Bharat, neat and clean. Why we are not able to do that things? Why we are not volunteer ourselves? Treat our school as our temple, and to clean the temple, maintain the temple is our responsibility. Don't wait for sweeper or gardener. Why you are not involving all these things? So that is one thing I would like to request all of you to reculture again the voluntarism and think your school is our school, your school, like that, to clean every week. And that is fondly done in Japan. Every office, every school, every institution, they clean themselves, not by the sweepers. So we have to maintain, and that system should be built up in our way of life. And that also I would like to appeal. And now we are very happy under the leadership of the Prime Minister. We are the presidency of G20. What our Prime Minister says on the day of receiving the formal presidency, he said that he declared all over the world, he said that this globe should be women-led development. Without women's participation either in education or in any other format, we cannot be progress much. So we express our message all over the globe. Our presidency will deal with the participation of women-led development programs. And that should be one of the agenda. That's why we give preference to the girl students. And that also how we choose, perhaps we already mentioned that single parent, without parents, single parent, differently able, and these are the criteria we requested through the Directorate of Education, and through the Directorate of Education that the school concerned has selected 5 each from the school, and now we are able to distribute this. A simple thing, but it will give a good impact. And Sridivasan, he mentioned that I lost one Dina, but he said you are having 90 Dinas now under this scheme. So kindly inculcate the school's authority, think originally, and have the idea of research and innovative. For that, our education, the Mantralaya is providing skill-oriented, job-oriented, and all these are coming up with the convergence of the different departments of the government, either sports, medicine, or many, many things we have to converse and have the knowledge of that skill. So with that skill, India will be one of the strong nation will be there. So with these few words, once again, I appeal and also I hope that all the 90 students, all the 18 in this first phase will voluntarily participate to make the India a strong India. Lastly, see, we have the climate change effect we are facing. We have destroyed our natural forests, and so the government is also spending a lot for afforestation. In this context, if there be any possibility, why not we use, not the term may not be used, why not we ask our students voluntarily participate to plant at least a tree in a year and to be maintained. And there are many, the financial systems is also there. The forest department is spending a lot for afforestation programs. Per plantation maybe 5 rupees or 50 rupees. Why not that 5 rupees or 50 rupees be deposited to the student's account? I also request the headmasters and principal, if possible, please open your students' zero balance account, and that account we may use for the depositing, the plantation, the what you call the amount to his or her account. So if it is keeping like that per plantation, you may get it 150 rupees or 5 rupees. That has to be deposited by the state government to children. And when they reach up, and when they reach to the stage of degree pass, there will be a huge accumulation, and that can be a good idea. Please think and exercise on this side also, how to inculcate and how to educate the financial system of the country, and so that he or she may also be fully participated. With these few words, once again, I thank you all the participants, all the headmasters, and even the directorate of the schools, government of Manipur, for helping me with these few words. Let me stop here, and so Jai Hind.
All right. What is philanthropy? In the process of our growing up until we die, we get the help of others. Maybe when we are young, we receive love and care from our parents. And for those unfortunate, they receive the same love and care from relatives, from friends, from teachers. As you grow up, and when you become someone in your life, think about that. First thing is, give to your family. Secondly, give it to your laikai or society. Next, give something to your state, to your nation, and finally, to the larger humanity. This is the meaning of philanthropy. All right. We are coming to a close. Before we wind up, we wish to call upon these loving students. Teachers, please help them to come up on the stage. Matangga Bal Vidya Mandir ki wai moi oza moi athapada yawi bagi yawa Bal Vidya Mandir ki School mangagi neto adung thubiyo khara. Wal Vidya ki bandri ki matungda Chawayama Higher Secondary School khara Eastern Ideal High School ki agam baki Mathang Irong class 6 Sanalakom Lilicha class 7 Yumnam Diparani class 8 Eastern Ideal ki matungda iboton sanagi kahapiro iboton sanagi matungda ainama saiche room may work kom iboton sanagi ni masu mukhoy manga mathangda Kamong Public High School ki kahapiro class 6 class 8 Maisram Rojita Devi class 8 Kamong ki matungda Luxmi Chanu Hobizam Silia Chanu Ningthauzam Lalchen B and Bibi Chanu Mathangda Model Higher Secondary School ki kahapiro Model Higher Secondary School ki Gracie Higher Secondary ki Hobizam Abenav Laisram Rosni Devi Haigruzam Thaja Chanu Osangam Premlata Devi Mathangda Porompat ki Hakima Makak Sahana Laima Kokam Ravina Ketrimayum Henalini Toizam Valentina Kakat Pirothuna Program of the Hoganaga Porompat Sapalikai Kakat Hakima Makak Sahana Laima Kokam Ravina Ketrimayum Henalini Toizam Valentina Mathangda Pukrambam High School ki T Thasna Devi P Diya Devi L Lintoingambi Devi P Kazal Dhakan Abaredi Leviro Oza Angtan Kharatuna Lekat Piradi Fagadibo Tabna Tabida Yare Thank you Oza Masung Itaima Oza Masung Itaima the Pakabita Meno Yankom Raskumari Chanu Priyanka Konjengbam Gyana Luxmi Hobizam Sagosem Natasana
Okay.
Pipiro Oza Amada Sigi Matungda Sakolman Higher Secondary Leviro Sakolman Higher Secondary ki Senjam Meneka Devi Senjam Navisa Devi the Tampasana TZ Girl High School the TZ Higher Secondary School Oza Amada Anang Sing Lekat Piro TZ ki Doris Gangmei Eli Kekelapam Kongkam Leima Elina Maibam Takelambam Merina Chanu Mathangda Thangaki Kakalaba Tiziki Matunda Thangaki Redi Leviro Thangaki Ming Patoksoge Oina Wankai Kakatpio Uruki Ibe Singh Ningombam Diparani class 5 Takelambam Minaraba Devi class 9 Jinat class 7 El Bema class 8 M Amba Uruki Nisina Uruki Uruki Matunda Wankai Kakanaba Redi Deleviro
Okay. Yeah.
Uruki Matunda Wankai Uruki Matunda Wankai Kakatpio B Isa Devi Susma Ningthauzam B Thazaman Devi Soram Thadoi Devi Jingkai Nganbi Devi Si Wankai Kini Wankai Ki Matungda Roy Boyna Nungaiba Mana Mayang Kanganjaba Mana Yaripok School Su Yawirakle Matungda Di Matam Chana Yawirakna by any program in any event function da Matam Chana Yawai Si Myo Bagi Kwaidagi Precious Hoyani Adana Yaripoki da Singamayum Anjuma Singamayum Adung Kakatpiro Wasima Rosita Ahibam Sultana Singamayum Sonia
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Please kindly be seated. Thank you. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ item ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯦ ꯑꯃꯃꯝ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ reporting ꯇꯧꯕꯗ
Good afternoon to the respected dignitaries, invitees, principal, headmasters, teachers, students, and everyone present here. It is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who work really hard to make this event possible. On behalf of the Abesana Research Foundation, Imphal, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Sri La Ganeshan, Honorable Governor of Manipur, for sparing time out of his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Further, I extend my profound gratitude to Oza Aribam Barjakumar Sharma, guest of honor, and our special guest, Sri Nivasan Narayana Swami, for accepting our invitation. Moving on, it is my pleasure to thank our guest of honor, Sri Kiran Kumar, Chairman of Leela Foundation, for sponsoring this event. In conclusion, I express my heartfelt appreciation to invitees, principals, headmasters, teachers, students, and members of media for their presence and active participation. Once again, thank you to one and all.
오멘. nanti mali
asid dekat tadi wani mitamo just governor ki mapun sigi memory mamne hujano ba
adune.
ani rahul lang naman dise
Hey, lo yau chen lo.
natin ngay ko sige
Ê, ha ha.
Ủa rồi một vòng cái là lùn à, già đâu ta.
ya di tu zen
Okay, sir, ready? Ready, something and below what I using. Ready? Okay. Ya đấy. Nó luôn.
Iparing lehen betul. Nang white sih yang
Yawe, white putih, yawe.